Hi, welcome back to a beginner's guide to using WordPress. In this lesson, you'll learn about the customizer, and this is a feature that allows you to make changes to your website and preview those changes live. You can change stuff like colors and background images, and you also have options for managing widgets. So let's begin. The customizer can be accessed from a variety of locations. First of all, if you're on the front end, you can hover on the top menu bar and select Customize. Or if you've just logged in and you see the dashboard, there's this big button here that says Customize your site. Otherwise, you can go to Appearance, Customize. So once in here, you're going to see a preview of your index page. And that preview is tied to the current theme that's selected. So if you have chosen another theme for your WordPress installation, your preview might be different than mine. So bear that in mind. On the left side, there's a sidebar that shows you the blog name and a couple of sections. So using these sections and the settings inside them, you can customize your website or blog and view a preview live. And once you've finished with the changes, you just hit save. So let's take the first one, site, title, and tagline. You can change these, and when you make a change, you can see a preview of it directly. You can choose whether or not to display the site title and tagline, and then save and publish. You can change colors. So if you want a different color for the site title, maybe you want a nice blue color like this. You can select it here, save and publish. Or if you want the default one, you can go to default. What about the header image? By default, you don't have any image, but you can add one from the media library. So let's add this one. Select and crop. You have the option to select which portion of the image you want to show. So let's crop it like this. And now you have a header image above your menu. And once you add it, you can hide it or add a new image if you want to change it. Then you have background image. So let's select an image here, City 2 for example, and let's set it as a background on tile as a background repeat, starting from the left. Okay, let's save and publish. You won't see a preview here, but instead you can see it on wider screens. So if I'm gonna resize my window here, and I'm just gonna move it around, yeah, you can see the background image right here. And if I wanna change its position, maybe I wanna set no repeat and a fixed attachment. Save and publish. And I'm just gonna refresh so you can see the changes. You have options for navigation. So basically what we did in the previous lesson on the menus can be controlled from here. You can set which menu you want to display for this top location and which one for the sidebar. And then there are widgets. Now widgets will display in their own separate sections because they are a bit more complicated. You have the sidebars and you can change the widgets order here. You can add a widget if you want from this big list. So let's add a new widget to the content sidebar, a list of pages. And you can see a live preview here. Next, we can see some options for a static front page. Now this allows you to select what kind of front page you want to see. One that displays your latest post, or maybe you want to see a static page. If you select a static page, you can choose to display a page from this list. So let's select sample. And then for post page, let's select test. So if I hit save and publish, I can see the sample page as my home page. And if I go to test page, it's going to show me my posts. So you can play around with this. If you want to keep the default, then just select your latest posts. And then finally, there's an option for featured content. And here you basically have to use a tag to feature some of your posts. So let's use the tag that they suggest, featured, and let's go to our posts. And I'm going to feature hello world and hello there. So tags, I'm going to say featured, add, update, and then on hello there, I'm going to add that tag as well, update. And now if I refresh my page, above my posts, you're going to see featured posts. And they are these two to which I've added the featured tag. So that's a very nice way of promoting or showcasing some of your posts. And that's pretty much all you can do from the customizer. You can also collapse this if you want. You can still view a preview of your site, and you can bring it up at any time. And you can close it from here. That's basically how you use the customizer. In the next lesson, you'll learn about plugins. They are used to extend the functionality of WordPress. Find out how in the next lesson.